Hi Aquarius, this is Just with your July 8th, 2021 general read. Hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. Money coming in as fast as you want it is a challenge. Some of you are having a challenge with a particular person. Could be issues with mother. Okay, a mother figure here could be very challenging. Someone, you may feel like someone wants more money than what you should be giving them. Child support, alimony, whatever, whomever. There's some entitlement to your money or you. Someone may feel like they have entitlements over you. And I think that that's making for some of you shut down. You're holding back and kind of trying to remain calm, even though something is obviously not working. And there's heartbreak and pain here. So there's definitely some heartbreak and pain, some separation. Some of you, it's a family situation. It has something to do with money that could be very problematic at this time. And either you or this person has completely shut down. This person, it's almost like you guys were working things out and then everything kind of has gone left here. I do feel like for some of you, okay. So you have good energy around you though, Aquarius, you do. But it's just a decision that you have to make, which has been difficult to make because once you make it, it's almost like no turning back, no going back. So there's that. For those of you who are employed, and for some of you, this has something to do with a job, career. It may take you out of your element. It may cause challenge and interruption in other areas of your life. For those of you who are employed, you're not making enough money, but for some of you, you're at peace with that. Yeah, you're definitely at peace with that because you know that your day is a number. You're going to be leaving there. For those of you who are unemployed, Aquarius is unemployed, you're going back to a job that's familiar to you. For those of you who haven't, you may find positive outcomes in going back to an old job, talking to a friend, a family member, someone familiar, or even just following up. You making the first call to follow up with a prospect to see if things are going to move forward. It's going to work in your favor. So you may have to initiate contact for things to kind of move along in a positive way. And for those of you Aquariuses who are self-employed, something is not over, but it's over. Maybe you was holding on to something, guys. Self-employed Aquariuses that you may have thought, well, maybe I could. No, I can't. So you've lost something with a business deal or something with your business. It's going to teach you how to move forward and how to maneuver going forward. Some of you may not have been very ethical. That could come back to bite you. You do have Saturn on your sign, even though Jupiter has been there protecting you guys from that ultimate karma. When Saturn is just there, it's very heavy. And it may feel bleak, but when Jupiter is there, that lightens that heaviness. That's leaving you guys by the end of this year. So I would say try to get your ducks in a row if you own your own business. Excuse me, try to be ethically sound. Do not cut corners because when Saturn is the only planet in your sign left next year, all of that karma could come back. So be careful with that, Aquarius. Now let's look at home life. Home life looks really good, but I get that someone's putting their foot down on you guys, especially if this is a male energy here. Someone is putting their foot down. It makes things a little bit more confusing because you don't like to be told what to do, and it seems like either you're telling someone what to do and they're having an adverse reaction to that, or you are. That's what it looks like to me. But all in all, it's for your better good. So whatever this is, where it's like, okay, you have to make a decision. Okay, what are we doing? Okay, I need you to do. It's almost like you have to be at this place so that things can move along. Because if not, it's going to be dormant and it's going to be problematic. Now, this week going into next week, it looks like some of you guys are tackling a toxic situation. You are dealing with victims, people who are victimizing themselves. And I feel like it's victimizing because someone is in a position that they kind of, they've allowed themselves to stay in. They may not have put themselves there, but they're allowing themselves to stay there. And it now may have become your problem that you have to tackle, you have to deal with. This could be like a Taurus or a Virgo, could be any sign. Things may come to a head by Capricorn season later on this year, but some of you are having to address an elephant in the room, some issues, and try to avoid an ultimate disaster here with someone regarding something. I can't say exactly what it is, or we'll be here all day. It throws you off. It throws off this connection or this, the connection between you and this other person. And then I see what looks to be two people. Some of you are in communications with two people. This could be about anything, but I do see you communicating with two people. Some of you are having, some of you have someone in your life, but you have been communicating and seeing someone else on the side, is what it looks like to me. And so that's some of you, that's your major issue, is that I have to make a decision. I can't keep going on like this, especially because it looks like for some of you, and again, it could be you, but it looks like someone is putting their foot down and they now have expectations that they expect their person to follow, basically. And some of you, it may not be easy to hear that. You follow the beat of your drum, not anyone else's. But this time around, you're going to have to follow what somebody else expects of you, especially if you love them and you still want to be with them. Let's look at Aquarius single ladies in love. You have this man here who has turned cold. It's okay because you've been healing. Well, you've been healing. You're hopeful that either you'll be okay and you'll be able to move forward, or that the two of you will work things out, but you still are in your head about things. You guys have been blocked from communication or working this out, but it looks like things started to turn around in June. So things became a little bit more hopeful in June. And now you're kind of sitting back waiting to see if things are going to progress further. There has been a drop in communication, or there will be. If you're communicating now, it's going to slow down by next month, going into September. You're going to feel trapped and tied to this relationship or this situationship, Aquarius ladies. But you have to ask yourself, am I leaving myself there? Have I now became the victim just because I've not done anything about it? Okay, because I do kind of see that. Now, even though, as I'm speaking to you now, ladies, you're in a good place. You're feeling good. You're self-nurturing. You're self-caring. You're moving forward. You're remaining hopeful, but you're moving forward nonetheless. Things get better, and then they start to fall apart. The problem is that you're the one that's left really holding the bag and being affected by it. So be careful with that, ladies. I see sleepless nights, being stressed out, because this person came back in, can't decide, still can't make a decision of what they want to do, which drives you crazy. So there's that problem there. Let's look at Capricorn single men in love. Well, you don't know if you're ready to share your heart with someone, but you're definitely ready to have intimate moments with them, a particular person. You may still be stuck on a particular person that could be on your mind pretty heavy at this time, because whoever you are talking to, you may not want them. So it's like you have another option for some of you, but the one that you want, you may not be able to have, Capricorn single men. You're going to try to reach out to someone that you've been having on your heart and your mind for quite some time, but you will quickly realize you need to move on from that. You need to leave it alone. Some of you are not going to be able to into Scorpio season, which is late October, November time. Yeah, you're walking away. You're walking away. Either you're walking away by choice or by force, men. You have no other say in this, because someone is going to completely shut you out. So it's going to be like, okay, I have to accept this. We're not going to go for a round. We're not going to do another round. No. And that doesn't look like you're going to do another round. Let's look at couples. Capricorn couples. What's happening with you guys? You guys are working a lot. That's what I see. Biggest issue here is working and feeling like you guys, okay. There's love here. There's major love in this relationship. The problem is it may not be enough intimacy. When I say intimacy, I mean everything with intimacy. It's not enough of that. And it's not enough togetherness. Okay. Now, if there has been anyone trying to step on your toes and your relationship, like there's a third party or something like that, you guys have worked really hard to get this relationship where you want it to be. It's just us. We're focusing on repairing our love for one another and getting better in this relationship. But when it comes to work and finance and your day-to-day responsibilities, that can take the time away from you two of you. And then that breeds lack of communication, which turns into someone stressing about, where are we going? Because again, someone is sensing, or even maybe confirmed, that they're not getting enough attention because their attention is being given elsewhere, and it's not just on work. That's what it looks like to me. There's a huge change that's coming up here. Someone is going to make a huge life change, which is going to affect this relationship, okay? And it has everything to do with work. It has everything to do with someone feeling like they need to put more time and attention into themselves to reach an ultimate goal. And it could be that someone comes out of nowhere and say, hey, I'm going to go back home. I miss ... I miss my kids. I miss, my mom. I miss something like that. And again, this change, or I want to go into this field of work. It's something about a personal change with your partner, okay, or you, with one of you, that changes the dynamics of what you thought this relationship was going to be, because someone becomes, it seems selfish, but no, they just feel like this is the best thing for them to do. This is what they need to do with their life. But it challenges the dynamic of what the two of you have. And it may have come upon them, even though if you just heard about this or vice versa, this has been in this person's head for quite some time. Yeah, someone is definitely planning a trip, a big move of some sort. Yes, I get a big trip, a big move. And wow, this is a new beginning. Some of you have a completely new beginning in this relationship that's taking this relationship to the next level. And it seems like you're going to do it. Somebody's going to do it. It gets a little rocky and sticky because you're not on board with how do we get where we need to be? What do we do? Meaning as a couple, how do we save this relationship? If you're going to be focusing more on whatever this thing is, how do we work this relationship out and make sure that we don't break up, we don't lose each other in the process? That seems to be a bit of an issue. Otherwise, I see some of you elevating a relationship and taking things to the next level, probably talking about moving in together, working on a baby, probably preparing for baby. Congratulations, maybe you just about to have a baby or are pregnant. Looks like you soon will be for some of you. Yeah, and I just feel like whoever this person is, they mean well. They just may not be so great at everything. Some people could be good at everything and it comes easy for them. And then other people, they are good at this, but when it comes to intimate relationships, they suck. It could be something like that. Like your person is challenged when it comes to partnership and relationship, when they have to make those sorts of sacrifices, when it impedes on their financial gain or their own personal pursuits. That's either you or them. That's the biggest issue I'm seeing, that someone isn't going to put love and health, for some of you, family, in front of their own personal pursuits, at least not right now, because it's something that's more important that they need to focus on. So that's what I see for you couples. If you would like to look deeper into this and where you guys are going, do check out the link in the description box below. You'll find all the details that we go over. You can also find the 2021 Capricorn Yearly if you want to look at the rest of this year. And my link to my website is down below as well. Otherwise, if you are new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Capricorn.